I think one of the super cool things is you guys do have like 75,000 patients tested with your epigenetics testing with True Diagnostic. I know it's kind of impossible to say to an extent, but I'm going to kind of like give you the impossible question of how would you rank like healthy habits as it pertains to positive impacts on your epigenetics? You know, there's like obviously like sleep, strength training, cardiovascular training, certain nutritional habits, alcohol reduction, stress reduction. Like how would you to as best as we possibly can, or at least discuss the topic of like what are some of these most important habits that influence epigenetics in a positive manner?
Yeah, and just to be clear too, you're asking me to like rank kind of those lifestyle factors. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a fun question. I think if I would have to put my money on it, um, I call like the big four or like the fundamentals, kind of your stress, sleep, nutrition, and exercise. I would I would put stress first. I think I really would. Those weren't meant to be stated like in order, but if I had to pick, I would put my money on stress. Um, it affects everything, right? Where like a little bit of stress is good. It means you care. It means you have a purpose. But oxidative or just, too much stress increases oxidative stress, increases inflammation. Um, there's a lot of neurological, physiological effects associated with that. And just according to research, which is really what I always go back to, the epigenetic clocks themselves really contain a lot of positions on glucocorticoid receptor elements, meaning really that stress hormone, cortisol, we see increases of biological age upon increases of cortisol, which is going to be a byproduct of stress, of course. Um, there's a cool paper too, Nick, called Biological Age is Increased and then Restored Upon Recovery. It's by Dr. Jesse Poganik out of Harvard. It's a really like one of the top research labs for aging in the country. And they looked at pregnancy, elected and unelected surgeries, and very severe COVID-19. And they did see biological age shoot way up with those stressors. I mean, those are very, very extreme. But the good news is, once you control for those stressors, it goes back down or even past baseline. So there is hope, there's change. We can reduce those levels with stressors too.